Exactly it means we just as we see here also the Cauchy's integral theorem is closed integration C f z dz is equals to 0. So whenever the complex integration we have to find, just remember my thing, how we will use this. So whenever the complex integration we have to find, if for that particular given function we have to integrate that one, if fz is analytic at every point, means your given, if your given function fz is analytic at every point within or on a closed curve C, here always we will have a closed curve C. Okay, so according to that which we have to find out the integration. So if fz is analytic at every point within or on a closed curve C, then closed integration C fz dz is equals to 0. This is called the statement of Cauchy's integral theorem. This is not Cauchy's integral formula, Cauchy's integral theorem. Means exactly, dear students, if we have a closed curve C, yes we can see, if we have a closed curve C and if my function, if my given function fz is analytic at each and every point, okay, within or on a closed curve C, then you will say that the value of that function fz, then the integral value of that function fz dz will be 0. Okay, this is the Cauchy's integral theorem for single reason. Suppose if you want to find out the Cauchy's integral theorem for the multiple reason, then what happen, let me write down here. For multiple reason, now how we will approach to the multiple reason? It's simple to approach for multiple reason also. So we can approach for multiple reason also. For multiple reason, dear students, we can say the closed integration C fz dz, closed integration C fz dz means the multiple reason. It means we have to, when we have more than one closed curve, right? Here we have only one closed curve. When we have more than one closed curve, it will be C1 fz dz, right, plus C2 fz dz, right? So the multiple reason, it means when we are having a closed curve C, and inside the closed curve C we are having one or two more reason. Here C1 and C2 written, so we can say it is C1 and we can say it is C2. So this is my closed curve, right? Clear, guys? So it will be the multiple reason. Okay, let me show you the value of this one or the approach of this one with the help of an example. Okay, let me write down an example for you. So my I have one example. Evaluate close integration. Yeah, we do have evaluate close integration C dz by z minus 5, where C is the closed curve mod z is equals to 3, right? It's talking about this one. So we have to find the value of this one. Closed curve mod z is equals to 3. So let's find here only. Okay, now let's approach to this one. We have a closed curve C. Okay, so as we discussed as we discussed, let me make what exactly the closed curve. So dear students, whenever you want to draw this closed curve, we know very well this is a equation of a circle, and the standard form of a circle is equals to, I will tell you, just after two or three things related to Cauchy's integral theorem and formula, I will tell you how to draw the closed contour also. Okay, so that will be definitely helpful for you. So just right now remember on just focus on this one. We know that the equation of a circle, equation of a closed circle is mod of z minus a is equals to r always, right? We always used to write down here where a is the center of the circle and r is the radius, right? We know very well. So here you can say the center is equals to 0 0, okay, and the radius is equals to 3. Yes, exactly, we are having. It means we have to draw a circle whose center will be at origin 0 0 and the radius will be 3 only. Yes, okay, let me draw the circle first. Then I will tell you what is the approach for this question. Suppose this is my circle whose center is at 0 0 and the radius is equals to 3. Okay, whose center is at 0 0. You know very well these are the axes. This is the real axis, sorry, this is the real z, this is the imaginary z. Okay, so hence it shows that this is the center with 0 0 and the radius is equals to 3. Okay, right. So since the point z is equals to, we can see here, okay, the question is talking about closed curve. We have to find the value of this one, right? So from here we will find out, first of all we will find out the singular point, because without singular point how we will get to know that the function is analytic or not, right? So we will find out the singular point from here. So it will be when we approach here, dear students, we will get z minus 5 is equals to 0. It will be z is equals to 5. Yes, so we can see the range. Just look at here, when we have r is equals to 3, it means the maximum value here it will be 3. If you go in the negative direction, it will be minus 3. It means minus 3 and 3 will be my range only. It means the points for this particular closed curve will be in between minus 3 to 3 only. Yes, on the real axis, right? On the imaginary axis it will be 3 iota, and on the negative imaginary axis it will be minus 3 iota. Yes, we are getting the point. When we have to draw the 5.5, we know very well the 5 will be, this is the real z, 5 will be somewhere outside, right? It will be outside the closed curve. Yes, so we can say that since the point z is equals to 5 is outside the closed curve C, so your function is, when the point is, just remember this is a very very important thing, when your point is outside the closed curve C, then your function is analytic within or on the closed curve C. Let me write down here, okay, let me write down here an important note. So for the particular question only, okay, okay, let me write down here only now. Why I am writing here? Let me write down here. Let me write down here only, right? So it will be easy for us to approach. We have to find out the value of this one. Evaluate. We have to evaluate this one, right? So let's approach to here. Since z is equals to 5, we are having here the point z is equals to 5. So z is equals to 5 is outside the closed curve. Z is equals to 5 is outside the simple given closed curve. Simple given closed curve mod z is equals to 3. Do we have that? Yeah, we have. Mod z is equals to 3. So the function, then the function fz is equals to 1 by z minus 5 is analytic within or on the closed curve C. You can see, right? Within or on the closed curve C, right? So that's why the value of 1 by z minus 5 dz is equals to 0. Now do you understand this thing? Let me explain it one more time. It's very very important thing, dear students. Just try to understand my thing. the question will be always there, the same pattern having the question. Okay, either you will approach by the Cauchy's integral formula or you will approach the Cauchy's integral theorem. The question will be written as same. Even in the residue also, the question residue theorem, the question will be written as same. Means this is the pattern of question of complex integration. Now just try to understand my thing. It's very important thing. Okay, once you get, you will be definitely feel confident. Now question was talking about if I is equals to, means we have to evaluate the value, we have to evaluate the value of this integration. Yes, right, where C is the closed curve, we already know that. So first of all you have to draw the closed curve, which we already draw here, right. We know very well the singular points or the poles are those points where our function is not analytic. We know very well the singular points, all the poles are those points where our function is not analytic. So here I will find out, first of all I have to find out the singular points or pole here. So for the method of to finding the poles or singular point is just putting your denominator is equals to 0. So we just put it z minus 5 is equals to 0. Hence we got from here z is equals to 5, dear students, right. So we have a point or we have a pole which is z is equals to 5. At z is equals to 5 your function is not at all analytic. You know very well that, right. If you want to draw the z is equals to 5, that we know very well that z is equals to 5 will be outside there definitely. If this is the real z, this is 3, if 4, then we know very well it will be outside definitely. It will be outside this closed curve because this closed curve having radius is equals to 3. It means maximum it can increase up to the 3 only. Okay, means when we have the radius is equals to 3, it means the boundation or the limitation for the given closed curve or the circle will be it exists between, it have all the points between -3 to 3, but outside the 3 it does not have any point, right. So that's why z is equal to 5 is outside the closed curve, right. Now just try to understand this thing. Since we are having z is equals to 5 is outside the simple closed curve C, that is mod z is equals to 3. So we know very well at z is equals to 5 the function is not analytic. Then we can approach the function fz is equals to z 1 by z minus 5 is analytic within or on the closed curve C. Because the define of Cauchy's integral theorem is this only, na. If your function fz is analytic at every point within or on a closed curve C, then you will say the closed integration C fz is equals to 0, fz dz is equals to 0. So here we get to know that the function is not analytic at z is equals to 5, but my function other than z is equals to 5, my function will be continuous, my function will be analytic. So we can say it outside the simple closed curve z is equals to 5 is outside the closed curve C. Then the function means fz is equals to 1 by z minus 5 is analytic within or on the closed curve C. So that's why we put it the value 1 by z minus 5 dz is equals to 0. It's a very simple thing to approach. Clear guys, right? So just remember one thing, whenever you want to approach with the Cauchy's integral theorem, your function means your pole definitely will be outside the closed curve. When your pole is outside the closed curve, then your given function will be analytic within or on the closed curve, right. Hence you can put the value of that given closed curve, hence you can put the value of the given integration, right, equals to 0. Okay guys, clear.